Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Andrew Sendejo in on the stop.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
14.
Now a play fake here on first down. Airing it out deep for Woods. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. From the gun, here's Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Doesn't matter. Whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Orange, 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 orange.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Go. 76. 76. Go, slide.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing is Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. A first down throw for Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Merlin! Tiger! Hey, 5.
On second down, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third and long. It's gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Samson Abukum in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Cousins now on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And Ndamukong Suh breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Black, black. Black, black. Go ahead, go ahead. Hey, flip him, flip him. Okay.
3rd and long for Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. More now. Hard ball, hard ball. Maverick, Maverick. Super.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open. He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Let's go. Let's go. Rhino, Rhino. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Cousins on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's Gurley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Third and 2. Goff. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
76.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. He'll get it up the middle, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Hey, Flipper! Move! Yellow!
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And that one results in 35 yards.
Two. Go ahead. Two. Black, you 2.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Cook. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Cousins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now Goff on 1st down. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Gurley. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
First down, here's Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Go ahead. Black.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give. This is Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line.
Yellow.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. Is complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 27 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And it's now 13-7. Forbath out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw on second down is gone. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll go down right at at the 30-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Let's go. Move.
Second down, Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Listen to me.
They give him a gain of 38. Now a play fake here on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They played so well throughout this entire game.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Goff now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
76, tell him. 76.
On first down, gone. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Let's go.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. He's going to air one out. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 42 yards. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along. Forbath out to kick this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's looking at his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down. Now a first down throw. Gone. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Gone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marcus Sherrills. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They start the drive with Cook, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Stephen Mitchell, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will tie things at 20 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A first down throw for Cousins. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now Cousins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And some room to run now. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that right there was his 2nd pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already
Amateur
done that,
hour.
right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Louis.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Andrew Sendejo from his strong safety spot able to make the play.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Cousins now on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We go. Value 3, value 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And some space here. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
We go.
Gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ben Gideon coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Cousins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Cousins the thrower. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Value free, value free. We're good, we're good. 11. Jester.
After the interception, here's Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. And that one results in 35 yards. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 76. 76. You're on, you're on. 76, tell him. 76. 76.
Third and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
Done. Move, move. Black.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Escapes the defender. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.